Desmond's plan to marry his daughter Kate to Duke Edgar backfires when Alessandra accepts the proposal. Blinded by the promise of gifts, Desmond fails to see the true motives at play, leaving the future of his daughters and his own ambitions uncertain. Edgar, a man of power and hidden depths, clearly had his own agenda. Alessandra, seemingly quiet and compliant, had surprised them all with her bold acceptance. Was it genuine affection, or a calculated move of her own? What exactly were the Duke's intentions, and what price would the Baron and his daughters ultimately pay for playing this dangerous game?
She jumped when there was a loud thud on the other side, like someone had run into her door. She didn't flinch the second time she heard the noise again. Is this the Duke's way of convincing someone? She asked herself. Her poor father must be trembling in fear. Why did she have to miss that sight? Alessandra, her father called, followed by a knock after. That fast, she muttered, opening the door to hear her father's decision. Alessandra watched Edgar fix the cuffs of his shirt, while her father looked distraught. He was here to ask for her hand in marriage, not cause a funeral. After some time to think, it would be wonderful if you could get married to Edgar. He wishes to speak with you, so I shall leave. Desmond ran off the first chance he got. His back was aching, thanks to Edgar lifting him up to throw him against the door. What did you do and say to him? Asked Alessandra. It had to be something damaging to make her father give up on pushing Kate as his wife. I am a man with a lot of information, and your father is a man with a handful of crimes in his pocket. I'll allow one of them to slip by this one time, but after we are officially married, I can't help it if he is investigated for them, said Edgar. Wow, was the only thing Alessandra could say. She was amazed by how easy it was for him to threaten someone to get what he wanted. Knowledge certainly was power, and whatever the Duke knew scared her father. Do you ever worry that others will kill you for knowing their business? If I am always one step ahead of them, I have nothing to worry about. Do not worry. Your husband will not die anytime soon. Can I come in to talk? Anyone could be listening to us. Edgar looked down the empty hall, but he knew looks could be deceiving. And sometimes walls had ears, thanks to secret places in homes. Oh, right. Alessandra stepped aside for him to come in. She did not care about what gossip could form by him coming into her room alone, as they were going to be married anyway. It's not as grand as your home, but it is my space to get away. Seems more like a prison. Edgar had enough of them on his property to know a holding cell when he saw one. This is your art. He picked up one of the canvases she had stacked up against a wall. I prefer not to call it a prison. That would make my life seem much sadder. I like to think of it as the only place where anyone could be free. Alessandra intently watched Edgar inspect her bedroom. From the looks of your family, I could see why you think that. Are you not allowed to leave here? Why weren't you at breakfast? Or was that your own choice? He carefully placed the canvas back in its place. I am on punishment, Alessandra said, not keeping what happened a secret. Kate threw my kitten out the window, but as always, no one believes how she is. I am meant to be here until I'm ready to apologize. If you do, I will not marry you.
Edgar's words were a shock. Alessandra looked at him, confused. He was saying if she apologized, he wouldn't marry her. But if she didn't apologize, what would happen? Was this some kind of test? What did Edgar really want from her? Alessandra felt lost and scared. What was she supposed to do now?
Hey, I'm Alexandria. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episode of Duke's Masked Bride.